normal. After all of the stuff we have witnessed, it is ridiculous to have a clown show like this going on in America. It's just ridiculous. It wasn't hard. It was something we could have took care of. But I think it was supposed to happen for us to reveal how unbelievably uneducated the refusal of knowledge. And I have an empathetic heart because, like I say, I grew up in a white world and I always thought it was strange. You see, my survival time for them, but it's rest time for us. Because we've done the work. The breadcrumbs are there. The global world has realized we picked the wrong team. We don't have to do anything. And we're going to live in the fulfillment of our forefathers to rest. Our souls need not Black people. Where did they get that from? And it's just being revealed. It was for you to create, for you to invent. And the thing about evil, they have done everything in their imagination, honey. Y'all assisted them. You financially gave them the support. Yes, you did. Whether willingly or unwillingly. And they give y'all words in more boxes. Like social. No, you're a citizen. You socialize. That's why you have associates. But y'all call these people your friend. How? A friend sit closer to you than a person breakthroughs, best miracles and breakthroughs, best miracles and breakthroughs. But it's evil. I know it put on many coats. I know it do. I know it start with I really want to be in that clique and I really want to be loved. And that's the right place to be in. And some things that get a lot of people money to have the fact that they were not laboring. And the tender came off. And what we have to realize, this is the mindset now. Staying dangerous to me, and I call it spiritual warfare. Seriously, having the mindset to say, you know what, that's a them problem. That's what we did as a vote, as a collective. We don't have time. It ain't even about Jesus coming back, none of that. We're not trying to figure that out. Because the word said, keep doing what you're doing, baby. It's about being human. Where do we lose that compassion to want to feed, to want to create, to want to give? Bless miracles and breakthroughs. When is, for me, I knew it. It started with the nursing home. For Black people, we used to say things like, we ain't never putting out, we wouldn't, that's some white stuff. For it like that because it was a construct. You were conditioned to mentally and emotionally, spiritually labor for your abuser. And when I constantly say they give you crumbs and slop, one thing about Black America, don't just tell us because we Black. That's where y'all having a problem with now. We don't need y'all to smooth us. You got a problem. I can't even go back that long. For 50 years, I have watched my people continuously build and create and go into little corners and say, we just ain't gonna worry about what they do. And that was our flaw. We thought being quiet and serving, we worried about eternity. But we forgot we live right here. We forgot we have neighbors. We forgot that we left them behind. And I'm going to be honest, we did. We knew when the global place would get connected, we'd have to be in position. But we forgot. We did. We forgot that the system had been infiltrated by individuals who hate us. We got comfortable saying they'll take care of their house. They even admitted they never thought this would happen. How? What communication were they having? Because the rich white don't talk to the poor white. Why do you think in the free generation they talk the same language? But the media portrays it as cosplay. I know it's the media. These kids grew up in these trenches. They grew up at them trailer parks. They grew up with dirty feet running in each other's house. I done house plenty of them. Just leave the door open. They don't know anything when they going through that school system in that lunch line. That's why that coaxing them to treat each other bad. Why would you do that when you live in the same apartment complex, same block, same that it's not logical to me because that's their neighbor. That's gonna be the person they see at the grocery store. Those are the most important people, the people in your home, your spouse, your mate. Yes, that's first. Because you control your castle, your home, your life. That's why you be whole and you get somebody whole because they let you be. It doesn't matter what people say out there. And what going in your home, listen, I'm going to tell you something my grandmama always told me. What going in your house is your house. But when it overflowing them streets, baby, it's everybody else's business. You rape your child, you hurt your child, you abuse your child, they go to school, they do it, it's everybody's business. Yes, that's how your business get out. Let me tell you what, y'all know I'm gonna keep telling about them elders. They used to tell me people never know me. When they see you, they gonna know of me. So when we walk out our homes, I'm 53. When we walked out our homes, we represented our parents. When we took it serious, I do now. I take it to a level of I won't shame my ancestors, and I'm multicultural. I was they dreaming that I was going to be that American way. They never had in their mind that in 2025 that would be sitting there, that the children would be in danger and the elders were not taken. No, they did not. I can show you each time. It was that time for evil to loose. They, I'm going to tell you about me and free. I was always free in my mind. I've always had this beautiful thing about books free. You can go to the library. I have a thing about when I was younger, even now, the library, and if y'all can do it too. After books so old, they'll store them. They'll give them to you for free. And they used to call me. And I would just read it because it'll take me places that I've never been. And then when I would try to articulate around older people, because I thought older people were smart, they would say, "Child, you crazy." So I learned who not to be around, who to talk. That's why I told you when you have to break it down like a 3-year-old, and sometimes you got to talk like a scholar. There was a time, but now you got to give them truth. Truth is raw. Your hip too big for that dress. Your ass showing. Nah, bro, them skinny jeans got you looking crazy. You don't have to demean, you don't have to degrade when you're telling the truth, baby. And telling the truth gonna hurt you too. So let me get prepared for that. When you telling the truth, you gonna feel like, why do I hurt? Because it's taken from you. The woman who had an issue of blood. I know y'all heard this story a lot, but I want to give you a point I want y'all to hold on to. The thing that was amazing about her, it wasn't because she was a woman. It's not because she sold all she had. I don't know why people be telling that glamorization. There wasn't nothing glamorous in that book. They went through some things, baby. And when she touched the hem of his garment, he said, something came from me. Yeah. But yeah, the beautiful thing about being the person, he goes, something came from me. He was surrounded by men. He was surrounded by a crowd of people who knew he was there. They heard. That's why I tell y'all, if you have a business, word of mouth. Understand this. If the lights go out, the sun gonna come up and the moon gonna come up. Okay? The rain gonna come. Yes, it is. Long as there are trees, long as there are birds. But when you're doing it's word of mouth, if you want to be a legendary company, treat your customers right. Take care of your employees. Okay? Do that for me. That's what I'm going back to the woman with the issue of blood. Because when something came from him, words he read it for yourself, please. He said, because I told you I'm a hood Christian, I'm a ghetto five. He said to her, your faith has healed you. Everybody that went that limit, he would say to them, your faith. Remember the centurion? What he tell him? That centurion said, I know if you go to my house. He said, your faith. See, it's you. I call you the conscious thought of God. I treat everybody like gods. Everybody is a little God. You have a compass. If yours on evil, I know how to treat you, baby. If yours on good, we good. Yeah. I want you to always understand it's inside out. Let me tell you how wonderful it is. I stay unicorns and rainbows. I know this is a dark world. It's full of hate. They will abuse, lie, cheat, and steal. But I got to go to the grocery store. I got to go to the bank. I have to do business. And my business is something came out of a dream. It deals with the spirit of man. I just want to deal with their mind. I went to school to deal with their mind. And all the things that they put me in high school, theater, dance, singing, I did not want to do, but I did it, make the adults happy. And guess what? When I touched him at his garden, and I fought to him, y'all. See, I didn't get, I I had church idols. That's what made me didn't want to go to I seen those people for what they were. And I was scorned and I was told, you too young. And I used to hate that. You young, you young. And I'm thinking Jesus was 12. What's going to pop in here? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm reading this book. I'm going through these experiences. And then that's 14. I break. The world. I'm going to handle this. Baby, I was getting it. Youngest, quickest, fast. I wasn't the prettiest. I wasn't no fine, none of that. I had a brain. And one thing about the world, it can cipher. It good at ciphering. Oh yeah, baby, it'll have you thinking you the best with your name tag and your piece of paper on the wall, and they just ciphering. You don't come out fuller. But what you do for them do. That's how you know you're getting ciphered. Mm-hmm. They want you to go with them. They don't want you to pay, but they want you to go with them. It's a crowd, but for some reason, and what they tell you, pump up the crowd. It ain't no party till you get there. They ciphering. Prove it to yourself. When they call you, don't go, but show up. Get another table and sit in the back. I had to do this plenty of times. See, don't they tell you in the word to try every spirit by the spirit? Mm-hmm. You can try every evil or good spirit by good. You can, because the evil spirit ain't gonna like you. It gonna be something about you. They gonna say the same things that good is supposed to say about you, but they gonna say it first. So it sways people's mind. So when you say it, gonna make you look like, oh, you trying to be like that. I'm telling you, baby, they pulled it out. The word said they would. But touch the hem of that garden. I got them. God called me. I'm enjoying great life, young. And I got back. When I got here, October 1st, 1997, y'all, I don't remember mid dates and times and places because I don't live in them spaces. But baby, Lord have mercy. The first day I got here, I got dropped ground. I didn't do what God say from the door. Now listen to me. He'll tell you to do something. You'll thank me. But I want to do this. I really do school. I want to finish this. See, when God wants you to do something, it ain't gonna go right. When he want to stop you, I promise, baby. I promise. I don't care if you're on the side of the road in the dumpster. When God wants you to do something for him, he gonna stop. You don't enjoy that no more. You gonna look around. It gonna look different. You can't understand why you don't. I used to do this last week. Why I don't want to go here now? He's stopping you. God does not. He in you. He don't play. He's not playing. He's a small, still voice, and he does not intrude. But when he got something for you to do, he used everything. Good and evil works for God. When he takes his hands off you and you get that little pitch, and some folks, like these folks, they fools. They said and they done said out their mouth ain't no God. And he just tearing them down. They're pretending like they have integrity. They're pretending. When I tell you this is the most sickest, delusional, when you got all races going, what the fuck is this? Now we was racist, but and me myself, I'm entertained because each era understands racism differently. Like us, we never been through it, but we hear it and we see their behavior. So we like, they were the perpetrators of it. So to them, it's normal. Why we mad? This is what they used to do. It's sad, but it's true. And it's all right. It's just time to get healthy. It's time to get mentally healthy and understand we in 2025. This shit don't work. It's time to get spiritually healthy and understand I got to read for myself. And it's good. Listen, y'all, it is good to be under shepherds, but the wolf, baby, ain't going to do nothing but eat you. And ain't going to have nothing around them for goats just in case they get hungry. A shepherd is going to tell you the truth. I'm a man, I'm a woman. We're here to learn together. When he gives me revelation of the word, I give it unto the people, but you got to hear. You don't listening is a processing thing, but hearing is a spiritual thing that you can read between the lines. I think racists call it dog whistles. They don't even do them good. You ain't got the, and then like I told you, all this chaos, ain't no God in there. Ain't no goodness in. I know atheists doing better than them folks. I know agnostics who doing damn better than them folks. You hear me? So it's not about that. It's about the nature of humanity. And we missed the mark. I can say it myself because at 14, I'm telling you, I should have went rapid crazy. I should have just said it don't matter like the youngsters doing now. That's why I'm so proud of them. They not letting us tell them they too young. No. And when they check me, I'm glad. Because I don't want to trample on their future. Give them seeds that'll put weeds in their heart versus growing gardens. Because they deserve better. All of them do. And like I said, in the era we in now, Black America would never understand. If you want to be the villain, y'all did all this atrocious stuff. Y'all were proud of your atrocities. But I know evil makes no logical sense and evil don't pick smart people. And this right here is the dark heart of humanity that did not make any sense, even in the conception of thought. This is freedom. This is why Black America do what we do, because we always been mentally free. There's nothing can bind our mind. The sad part about it is 300 years of lack of knowledge, what was being done around us, not through the fact of lack of knowledge that we're ignorant of it. It's the fact We just didn't care. We went through surviving. Now it's thriving time. And leaving them behind. Look, we can't, y'all. I know that empathy. I know, Lord have mercy, I know us. But that's not what you don't love them. Not resting and restoring yourself, not reconnecting to your family. You have enough to fight in your family. You're a drug counselor, and it's sad to say, I'm going to say it, and it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. Would you do it if you didn't get paid? You know the payoff of using your gift and family first, it trains you better. Like me, I hear a lot of people book their family. That's no argument. Put them in their place. Are you a relative or are you family? If we related, we'll meet you at the family events. If you family, we're going to see each other all the time. There's no excuse for family now. You're in a technical era where you can touch a button, be on a group chat, this, that, and chaos. What is that about? Who taught y'all that mess? Because it didn't come naturally in you. We were too damn worried about getting hung to be worried about that mess. When did we become a species of people that looked at other people and said that's better than us? Where did that come from? Because what I see now is the illusion. Y'all was inviting them something like up in here, putting them cameras on them poles, putting them in places that we no longer were, saying this is the stereotype and this how it worked. And they were happy to do it because y'all proving it. And then now the cry is what? Now it's time to touch the garment. We're not, listen to me. We are human. There is power in that. Not to lose your humanity in a world that's trying to dehumanize you. Not to use your love to manipulate. That is power. It's more than our skin color, y'all. It's more than, and anybody telling you lying. In the Bible, it speaks of the peculiar generation. These people breeded us to be gods of us. If they believed in that word in any form, they would have never committed atrocities to this day. They would not get a fix of our abuse. And then look at them. They can't find no way to capitalize on joy. Why not? Why not? Why don't you know how to capitalize on joy? Ain't that something? In motion by impeding. Democracy was already here before colonization. Live free in your free will. Give back to nature what you take. Honor your fellow man. That's how they got in here. They called us weak. They called us gullible. It was okay. But we did things, baby, we don't need the document. If we put it on paper, they would have burned it down. They would have whitewashed. So that's going to set you up to a world that hates you. They got them over here, black people lazy. They're shocked. See? Propaganda. I call it lies. And it's okay. Because now, y'all see us now because we're not. And we're not, no, we did leave you behind on purpose. And we're not going to let y'all, we were trying to tell y'all that nicely. The free generation know what they're doing. They're each one teaching one. They're realizing, and I'm sorry, y'all call them red pill bros. Them folks crazy. Let me tell you something. Have you seen them men sitting up on them young, educated black men's podcast? The fuck? What you gonna tell them? And then every time they celebrate, remember, that's not Black Americans. They're telling their stories on these social platforms. Ain't it a total contrast of what you're seeing in the media? Thank you. God bless you. It's time to be. It's time to be. Y'all read it. That's the word. That's why I can't do nothing else, honey. The word. If I don't, not man. Because when it's all over, this is your practice ground. Let me tell y'all something. This is your practice ground, and be honest with yourself. If you left here right now, where would you be? Honestly. That's the question. Think about it. This is your practice ground. This is where you decide where your eternity gonna be. Are you living that way? And I had a question given to me one time that said, he asked me, he said, what if all this you believe in and you leave here and you die? I'll be dead. But I know in this life I fed the hungry, I helped the poor. I practice true religion. I live the word. I did it in my humanity. So you got to ensure that every moment, because our breath is precious. Like now, I could drop dead right here on this side. My words mean nothing if I'm not doing it. And somebody asked me the difference between works and effort. Effort is the energy you use to do the work. So who gives you the effort? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's about or nothing, but I do apologize. But read it. Now listen to me now. Don't miss messages because the messenger. Always weigh it out against truth. You hear me? I don't want y'all missing things. Because even the most chaotic person can give you the best seed. That's why I'm telling you to be. Just be. It's all right. This right now, the bombs are going off in Baghdad. It's okay. You know why? Because I'm not lighting a bomb. I'm not building a bomb. I'm not trying to attempt it to go to nobody. What I'm doing is seeking who can I bless today? Some people just need a smile. Some people just need to be seen. Some people need to be heard. And getting that in negativity, y'all, this is the thing about getting what you need in negativity, there's a cost to it. And I know some people receive information in chaos. Don't do always calm the storm. And sometimes it's just letting people be. Some people will understand things better by and by. That's why I say it's time to be a walking epistle. It's time to live the word. It's time for somebody to read the word and go, you know what? They like Moses. You know what? They like Joshua. Because they know enough of the Jezebel, because y'all be preaching on that evil. That's what I'm saying. Y'all feed the evil. You'll pull the evil out the word and use it. And, okay, well, how to combat it? How to ensure you ain't sitting at the table with it? How to ensure that you're living it? Because none of us know, baby. I'm going to tell you the truth. We can do all the right things, this, that, but until we are called home, until judgment comes. And like I tell y'all, the old people told me a long time ago, don't play with these church folks because you're going to see a lot of preachers in here and a lot of prostitutes in heaven. God decides. Just make sure your heart is pure. Make sure your hands are not busy to doing evil. Ensure you're reading and studying to show yourself approved. The word is a mirror. That's why I say y'all don't miss mustard seed. Don't ever write people out. Let them be. But here, none of that matters. This is my mind, my heart. I have to be accountable for my soul work that day. See, it's that self-accountability. And like I said, when you're reading and studying to show you, like me, I have to read to ensure that I'm doing like I found out I wasn't giving properly. I'm up here mad at everybody. You lazy, just that why you don't get out and do da. And it's in my mind because I wouldn't say it to nobody because I don't want to trigger them. My thing is, I'm in the middle of their reaping. I give them a safe place to follow. I don't require nothing. I give them a time limit, but most of them be lazy and wait till the last few months. Y'all know how that be working. It's okay. And then I'm studying up on God actually tells you it's people do not to give to because that does not glorify him. And I was like, Lord, and I had to repent. My giving was in vain. It wasn't transforming no one. And then learning. I love to learn, y'all. I love to teach me. Show me something I never seen before. But scripting, that script stuff, y'all, that indoctrinated mind stuff runs me crazy. Because if you meet a 53-year-old who's been in church their whole life, and it makes me weary because that's what Satan did. Satan took your ear with the word, but they ain't never got no fruit. Ain't got no trees planted. Know it front and back. Know the verses, every word for word. Looks good with it, can shout, praise with it. Ain't healing and transforming nobody. That's why I say for me, just be. And then the beautiful thing, you being the real you, it gives people a true, honest opportunity, whether to be around you or not. And y'all stop feeling bad that people fall off. Let them. It's okay. Because for everyone falls off with bad intent, God gives you 5. I notice in this world they go at the top, you lonely. No, it ain't. You overcrowded. You do it the right way. You lie, cheat, and steal. Yeah, you paranoid. You don't know what to do. 9 out of 10, you're mentally manipulated. You're around people who are opportunists because those are your mirrors. And then you become secluded because you don't want to see that no more. But that's all you're around. You're human. Everybody thinks it's a magic pill or trick, and no, baby, God has a design for humanity. Those who are not in their humanity, they're going to be internally suffering and putting on nice cars because now monetary value is obsolete. It's what you do, what you produce, who you help. Love is not something that wears you out. It's something you gladly give freely. Because life is life. Yes, people are not people are supposed to be companions, but they're not in the word. They don't know that. If they're entertaining evil, baby, look, they plotting on it. They hustle. I promise you that. I promise. If they're doing it just for money, they're dangerous. Hmm. Watch their language. Watch it. It's gonna be about money, and then, oh baby, like I said, I don't have time to tell you some tricks, and you will be shocked. And they sugarcoated and covered up, and they love to cover it up in religion, but they just be religious. Take them through the deep water. You'll find out. They about to find out. Ain't finna be no money in preaching. You gonna find out who really called. If they don't stop this man suddenly, he gonna drain them dry. They drowning in the Red Sea. The word is they in the loop. We over here with Joshua and Kay, the house we didn't build, wells we didn't dig. We don't hear them. We know the tricks and we know it. They have nothing to contribute and offer. We building on the wall. Have you read Jeremiah? Do you know your place in it? Because we're not getting down, and we got our swords. All is well. It looked like chaos to the world, but we rejoicing. We ain't trying to figure nothing out. We're trying to make sure when our numbers call, we can answer. Hmm. And it's a simple step. It's a narrow path, and your name on it. My name on mine. I'm put 1 feet in front. And I teach the kids put your blinders and earmuffs on, because you don't need to see that. And if you see fire in front of you, go through it. It's gonna refine you. You see it in the rearview mirror. Keep on going, baby. You ain't gonna see it no more. And B, I'm gonna tell you about love and giving, because when I was evil and upset and mad because I was disrespectful child out there in the world thinking I was conquering, God said, how are you doing that? You're conquering them, so you're doing worse than them. See how evil was dragging me into it? No, I'ma love you. Let you be. And I like it. I'm healthy, I'm stronger. Mental, emotional, spiritually. And my soul is constantly fed. It's a wonderful place to be on the other side of Calvary. And when you carry your cross, it make you stand up straight, chest out, head up. You don't let nobody hang you. Yeah. Y'all have a very Merry Christmas. A blessed New Year. Blessed miracles and breakthroughs. And I know it's going to be hard for some people. I know, and I know it sounds cliche to say, but God is with you. He is. And that small, still voice, and that will be, and that smell, and that friend that calls you that moment, and that little gift you get, that somebody really thought about you. People holler, ain't no, yes, you, baby, these young folks has been angels to me. They gave me 2 mongoose and a snake at the gate, and we're gonna have any tables. We're gonna have a barbecue. We see what they do at the cookout. Yeah, it's real. We're gonna live in these different realms and respect each other levels. We're gonna give them tools and gems along the way. No more breadcrumbs and slop. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not supposed to be. Because all the good you do is gonna be evil around you. But you make sure that you arm it up and the arrows won't touch you. Make sure when they come at you one day, 10,000, they fall. Yeah, be spiritually dangerous, baby. And be worldly good. But don't get into that world system. I remember I was told, you so heavenly bound, you ain't no earthly good. It's a balance, baby. And when you get to the fork in the road, choose the God in you. You know how you know that you're walking with him? Everything around you grows. And the same people laughed at you come to you, and they don't care who see. It's a real thing. It's called life. Life gonna be life, and people ain't gonna be people. But you be.